I'm sorry.
We're live.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like we have a short agenda tonight. We have 5 resolutions, 2 consents, and an ordinance introduction. First resolution, 252641, resolution adopting meeting, what?
You're missing one.
No, I'm not.
Should be 40.
Oh, excuse me. 252640, resolution adopting minutes from our last common council meeting. 252641, resolution adopting minutes from our public hearing on September 2nd. Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Matt.
We're on, you open up your agenda. We're on
Gee, you're looking nice
resolution-
today.
We're on the third one.
Where are we?
No, you.
252642.
Sure.
Could have wore a suit.
I
Chief.
know. You didn't get the memo.
Resolution 252642, resolution authorizing interfund loan for CHIPS program and public art project, Alderwoman Collins. Anything you want to talk about? Irene?
Luigi, want to say anything about the chips?
As I usually do when there's a resolution for an interfund loan, I provided you all with a current summary of the outstanding loans. Anything in red was, I'm leaving it there for the history, but they were paid in full. So we have a few outstanding, but we, not a lot, and we can certainly manage it with our cash flow. So this is just a way to, save on debt expense.
Anybody have any questions for Luis or Irene?
Is the public art project, is that part of the DRI?
Yes.
It's like a $500,000 grant.
Yeah.
And so Dan called me about the Eagle, so is that part of that?
The Eagle is going to be part of it. We're trying to get into the DRI art project to put at Main Street where that memorial is right now.
Super. You guys know what we're talking about?
No.
Andrew, right?
Andrew Benson. Right?
He posted.
We
stuff
haven't, Dan is checking with him, right?
Oh,
Dan?
hey, Dan.
Hey, yep. Well, this is for the building on Bridge Street. Paul Perillo's building. I think it's 54 Bridge.
This mural is.
This pot of money is particular, this mural is. The Legion post for the Bergen Park, that Legion is actually defunct, it turns out. The 701 isn't directly associated with it. I did speak with them today. And the chapter commander, hopefully is gonna give me a call back tomorrow.
Who is it? Bill? You know,
I don't remember off the top of my head.
it's
I
okay,
apologize.
it's okay. Okay,
Wait, this with your indulgence, because I see Andy every day. Can you please, I see Andy every day.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, we're
Can you
still
just
working on
kind of
that, but
Tell me, Mayor, layman terms, what's going on with that, that's all.
Yeah.
So I can tell him.
again, we are working on getting his Eagle, right, placed in that park. That's what our
Yep,
goal
I'm
is.
talking to the Albany Center Gallery. I'm gonna have a meeting with them on Friday about it. They're the administrator of this part of the grant for us.
Yeah, remember we got 125,000 from the arts?
Yes.
Yeah,
Remember
this,
that?
175, yeah.
What happened to that?
We haven't
That's
spent
us.
it yet. That's what we're spending. We haven't spent that yet. That's what we're doing. This mural that you're voting on tonight is coming out of that.
It's coming out of that.
The Eagle would be coming out of that. And so would whatever other we have several other projects we're working on,
Okay.
all
We
right?
just can't get the money until we spend it.
Exactly.
Right, and the
So we
Albany
have to
Center,
spend it first and then they're gonna reimburse us?
yep,
Yeah.
Right.
And we have projects that we're gonna spend it on.
yes.
And the mural's one of them.
Mural's one of them, yeah.
And the eagle's the other?
Eagle's another one.
Tell me where they can put the eagle.
Well, we're thinking about putting it in the East Main Street Bergen Park down there.
Okay, that's across from Riverside?
Yep.
Pizza? That's where you want to put it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to get clarification for him, because he does ask me and he gets frustrated. And I know Dan's been working on it, that's why. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
There is a 0 missing in the interfund loan number 1.
Where's your?
Should be, it's 2.2 million. I just want to make sure that amount is clear to everybody.
What column?
It's on the resolution, that, 42, you go down to where it references the first
This is the next.
interfund loan.
Oh, okay.
It's saying the amount is 2.2 million. I just want to make sure that's clear to everyone. There's a zero missing.
All right.
We good? Okay, resolution 252643, resolution honored guard budget transfer, Alderwoman Collins.
Chief, you want to talk about that?
Yes, over the 2 years, we've had money in an account that we got from donations for the police department's honor guard. They were just with us for the 9/11 ceremony, presenting the colors along with the ROTC. So, to pull money out of that account, since it came in prior years, we need a resolution to spend this amount. I've got new members, so they're different sizes, newer uniforms, and, getting everyone the same, formal wear for ceremony.
Everybody looked fantastic. The firemen too. Great, excellent. Resolution 252644, a resolution approving audit, Alderwoman Collins.
Well, it is fine.
Moving on to ordinance I.
We're gonna do the consents first.
Excuse me,
The consents go before the ordinance.
thank you so much. Resolution 20, two consent resolutions, 252645. Resolution authorizing mayor to execute contract with the Greater Amsterdam School District for a school resource officer, Alderwoman Collins.
Any questions?
Yeah, Chief, do you want to address this at all?
This is the same agreement as last year. It's still Officer Josh Bartman. He's been in the school the last 2 years. And this is the rate, that's his salary that we negotiated with them. And this is how they pay back the city for his presence during the school year.
Any other questions about that?
Thank you, Chief. The second consent resolution, 252646, resolution 2024-2025 budget transfer Esperanza Verde Playground, Alderman Marticello.
First, I'd like to express my thank you to the mayor and Congressman Tonko, Angel Santa Barbara, Dr. Rao, Central Civic, everybody that made this park a success. I mean, it's quite a success. And Congressman Tonko and Dr. Rao, thank you very much. Central Civico, thank you. Mayor, thank you. And we're a little short because we added a few things, the concrete and the electrical expenses. So that, as you can see, this resolution, it came in over $700,000. So we just need a budget transfer of $50,000. It's gonna come from the contingency to help pay for future and all expenses of this park.
Any questions? on
Barry,
the
got
additional
anything? Go ahead.
expenses?
Go ahead, Mayor.
No, are any questions? The electrical was much higher than I thought we thought it was going to be. The concrete work was more extensive than we thought it was going to be. And the site itself was a tougher site. I mean, we had to raise it high up.
What happened, Irene, was that we needed a security fence for the back because it bordered a house.
No, that's.
And we're gonna put grass in. They decided we put concrete on. It's safer, it's easier to maintain.
Right.
You see, then they have,
We did put a red brick road in there too.
yes, they
The
did.
yellow brick road?
Yes, a red brick.
Oh, red. Okay.
Yes. It went over,
No, the park is beautiful.
Very
It is beautiful.
important.
it is good.
When do they turn the
They
water
gave
off?
us $650.
The water it turns off automatically around 8 o'clock at night.
For the season?
Well, when they turn it for the season, that's up to the recreation department.
It'll go, I don't even
It's
know. if
getting
it's gonna-
darker and darker each time now.
Right.
In fact, there's people there right now that just drove by. They're there right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, they are.
But they are enjoying it. Like,
Oh, they
love it.
coming
Really
in and out of town, you see them.
They love
It's
it.
very.
They really are.
it's a
they really
beautiful
are.
park.
It's nice to drive by there and see kids in it.
Right.
It's one of many parks, I tell
And
you.
hopefully, there's gonna be a lot more activities besides just the kids, going on there with the little performance venue and the gathering spot with it'll be a nice picnic area, a nice place to play games, enjoy and just chat, things like that. So we're hoping it really becomes the plaza we envisioned.
Just a little
So
thing.
far, so good. But it was more money, and I hate to have to spend more money, but
Just
we
the
have to
fact they
spend more
put
money. to
picnic
finish.
tables there?
Well, if we don't pay it, do they
That picnic.
repo all the electrical work?
They could, they could.
It's very nice.
Yes, and that's it. Thank
It's
you.
nice to see the kids like just walking out of the park at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, exhausted from being there all day. and then
Well,
just go home.
it's a good way to invest
Visit.
that money.
Thank you.
Any more questions for Jimmy on Esperanza Verde? All right, moving on to ordinance I. An ordinance modifying chapter 156 of the Amsterdam City Code relating to the non-resident residential and commercial property owner registration. We've been going over this back and forth for 6 weeks now. And I think we all agreed, thanks to all Kelly's suggestion, that we remove the fees portion for now. We passed we vote on the resolution based on the definitions and the penalties and the registered agent duties. And we will revisit this again when we determine what the fee should be for registration per house. Does anybody have any questions about this? We talked about it quite a bit. Okay,
So we're gonna have
that's it for the resolution, Mayor. You want to have,
No, we need to executive session.
for this ordinance, do we have to,
We need to schedule a public
We-
hearing.
we did already, we scheduled.
we scheduled a public hearing. We were
Okay,
just going to talk about it.
very good, very good.
But it's going to be on the 7th at 5:45.
Okay, very good.
Stacy has it written down.
I'm sorry, you can choose me for a moment. I think the mayor is asking for an executive
I am.
session at the end of the meeting to discuss pending prospective litigation.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right,
Before we get to the controller or the engineers, anybody have anything they want to talk about with their boards? Do we have the time, which we don't usually have sometimes?
Oh, my speed. What do you call it, speed?
Speed sign, radar sign?
Speed sign, yes. Well, it kind of works, because I could see them coming, flying down, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, okay. Yeah, but slow down a little bit. So, it's good, it's working pretty good there.
Alrighty.
So now we have to like have a police officer a little further up just to watch and see what happens. Just to let them know someone is watching.
Alright, you got it, we can do that, and currently, we have one that's mobile still, and I relocated that, I had been on the south side for the last week. School starting by Bartley, and now I'm gonna, because of a neighbor complaint, it's over on Van Dyke Avenue. Due to the traffic over there from.
there's one up there, Joe, on Van Dyke. Did you know that?
Yeah, that, yep,
They are effective, they really are. I
Yeah,
know
they're
that.
working.
So yesterday I attended a Parks and Trail webinar in regards to a financial impact study that we're going to be doing to measure the financial impact of each community along the bike path from Buffalo to New York City. So there'll be a couple of dates where I'll be stationed at the bike path going through surveys and everything to try to see if we can gain a lot of more information, which in turn, I've been told, will lead us to more opportunities for grants for the city through that Parks and Trail organization. So like, we can finally address the issue of the eastern side of Bridge Street where the bike path goes, because it's like extremely bumpy from roots and all that stuff. And those are the things they want to know about, so we can work on getting those fixed. Anybody else have anything? Okay. Mike, do you want to go over your engineer's report?
The engineer's report I can do.
The controller's report you can't.
All right, I'll start with the clubhouse. I'm sure most people are driven by. We are right down to the wire, on the 1 yard line, basically. We have a punch list walkthrough scheduled for Thursday morning. And at that point, I'm hopeful that we're gonna be at the point where we can also have a CO issue. But that's obviously up to the code enforcer at that point, but I think we're very close to that. Things have really come together. If you haven't seen it, it's really taken shape. Our street paving program, we've paved a few streets, Garfield, repaired that big section on Locust that was damaged by the water break. Working on the 88 sidewalk corners on all the alternate streets, as well as Market. The ones in Market are done, all the drainage basins are done. They have some of the manholes tops to rebuild. And once that's done, we're gonna go to paving on Market Street. And we'll have a fun couple of days doing that, probably 3 total. All are part of a day of actual paving. Honestly, that's when we'll see more of a traffic disruption. Our plan is to minimize that to the extent that we can. I mentioned a while back, the Crescent Ave Bridge schedule. That is going to begin somewhere around the end of October, and we'll close that bridge and demo it this November. And do the substructure work, basically driving by it. Water filtration plant. Still rebuilding filters, and we finally, after 11 months, received our new waste pumps. You're probably sick of hearing me repeat that periodically, but it just goes to show you that you can't buy anything off the shelf anymore. Everything's made to order, and that's the world we live in today. Southside Boardwalk's really coming along as well. If you haven't noticed it, and I don't know where they are with the painting this week, but no, it's not gonna be white. That's primer for the posts. And many people ask me, that's just a primer for the posts. They had to, I will say they had to adjust the color. The timber portion will be done, is scheduled to be done not later than October 15th. It'll probably be done before that, but there's some push in there in case there's anything subsurface encountered, but they've had very good luck. That will, I fully expect that will meet or exceed the substantial completion date of November 15th or 14th or whatever that day is. I think it's the 14th. And lastly, our wastewater treatment plant that I've been talking about since I was a young child, it feels like, is we're at 90% design. My offices are reviewing the plan sets now. They're gonna go to DEC in October. And that's a lengthy process. They'll be reviewing comments and probably a resubmission. But our plan is, and the tentative schedule at this point is, like I said, we plan to submit those in early October. And ideally, we will have design approval sometime the end of this year. Did the project in January of 2026 with an award late March. I think is reasonable, and construction will start in mid to late May of 2026, this coming spring. That's going to be, for the bulk of that work, that's going to be a 1.5-year project. With the staging that needs to be done, we can't just shut the thing down, so we've got to do it in stages, build half and half, and so at this point, my target, or our target, is substantial completion. And when I say, I fling that term around all the time, by the way, what I mean by that is substantial completion is when whatever your project is, whether it's a clubhouse or a wastewater treatment plant, it means it's in service and functioning, right? Even if there's still commissioning work to be done, adjustments, touch-up work, it's functioning. And the final touches on that project, commissioning work, which means adjusting equipment, adjusting pumps, where it's just dialing everything in, basically, will take several more months. But, of course, I will take any questions.
Is the lead line project completed?
The lead line project for construction has not started yet.
Oh,
We are, you're referring to, that. So we have $1.5 million from a community development block grant. It is an income qualified project, and we've got some participation, but it's a lengthy process. And maybe Dan Gray can chime in and remind me how far we've come in terms of number of people we've qualified.
We've done a lot of work in outreach. We've had minimal response. I think we have about 15 people that have followed through in completing the application process at this point in time. When we initially applied, we were hoping that HCR was gonna handle it a little differently, but they're handling it essentially like an owner-occupied rehab grant program, so it's, the amount of documentation that people need to provide is significant. I think it's turning out to be more of a barrier than we were expecting.
It's difficult because I mean, we really need to put a dent in those lead service lines. We're doing 40 or 50 a year right now, just our water crew, the portion that's owned by the city. But we need to keep pace with what the EPA expects of us. We need to be doing more than that. This will help us. $1.5 million based on $10,000 a home for an average price to replace them. That's 150 homes. And, there's been a lot of interest from public in the city, but, many of them have declined to apply, or didn't qualify. And so it's kind of an uphill battle at this time.
So,
Yeah, I think a lot of people I've talked to is they think that they don't qualify because of the income.
income eligibility is a
Yeah.
big problem. Finding these people, we're not able to uncover enough prospects. But Dan, you talked about us being able to use that money for other projects.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can speak to a public forum at this point about that.
Okay.
but Talking with HCR about how else we can utilize it.
Okay. But again, we did not find enough eligible recipients with lead lines to sign up more than 15. Very disappointing.
so they have to be owners of the property.
Have to be the owners of the property, but the tenants, it's a tenant, right? The tenant,
So there's two pots of people, right? You have owner occupants and rental properties.
Right.
If it's an owner occupant, whoever lives in the house is the one who has to income qualify.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you own it and you're an owner occupant, you have to income qualify. If you have tenants, then your tenants are the ones who you have to get to income qualify. A lot of tenants are hesitant to turn over their financial information to the landlords.
Right,
You're
perhaps.
gonna
they
afraid
don't
to raise the
own.
rent or something.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, arguably, we're dealing with the lower income people, so
right.
one would think.
But they don't own the house, so they don't
So-
have the
Right.
skin in it. Yeah.
So that's kind of been one of the barriers. Sometimes landlords aren't entirely comfortable.
Right,
They'll just do it on their own and fix it without having the hassle of going through a grant application and just replace the
I mean,
lead.
that's good too.
crazy question. What about the homes we own? They don't apply?
I mean, we'll have to sell it and guarantee that whoever ends up living in there meets that 80% AMI.
Even if we don't know who's gonna be living in there?
Right, there'd have to be some sort of restriction we put on it.
Or we'd have to pay it back or something.
Correct.
At the worst case, we'd have to pay it back. Okay.
Have we identified any of the ones that we own that have lead lines?
Say it again?
Have we identified any of the ones that we own or that we are taking possession of and passing
Michael, what do you
through
think
as?
about that?
Done some of them.
I mean, how's our inventory list? I don't know, the complete houses in the city, do we have an idea of how many lead lines we have up in the city? No, still not, right?
No, I mean, we could go in them, when the ones that are bad structurally.
Right.
I don't know if I'm keen on going in the basement.
No, we wouldn't do those.
But, no, I mean, it's a good question.
I mean, it's
It's
something.
one way to
worth
take them right
looking
off
at.
the inventory when we demo them, so we probably, and I do have the records of it, but I don't know that it fully tallied all.
Maybe we just want to take a look at that.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dan. The last couple of minutes left, we can go over Stacy's clerk's report, if that's okay.
In August, in the clerk's office, birth certificates, we printed 150, which was down by 7 from 2024. Death certificates, we printed 125, which was 87 more than last year. That's just people coming in asking for a copy of one. That's not how many people actually passed. Dog licenses, we issued 57, and then marriage certificates we had 30 people ask for copies of their marriage certificates. So for new births, there were 37 new births in August of 2025. There were 18 new deaths, 24 new dog licenses, and then 13 new marriages that we had that came into the office. And then for FOIL's process, we had 69, 77 of those were accident reports requested, 35 were police incident reports, 23 were property inquiries, and 4 of those were others, people asking for how different POs that over the last few years, just random things that they wanted to know. There were 17 notary requests. And then this month, we focused on taking all of the forms that we have in our office, and instead of having them scattered in the boxes for deaths and dog licenses and births, we put them all in order. So when you walk into anybody who walks in there, if they come in, they need something, it's all organized. It's not all scattered all over the place.
By color?
No, not by color. My calendars are by color, but no, they're all.
Like by order, like
by
there's
order.
birth, marriage, death.
Yes,
Yeah,
instead of, they were used to be all scattered.
yeah.
So,
It's not like marriage, birth, death, yeah.
so now they're all organized.
Very good.
I love it.
Thank you,
Love the
Stacy.
organization.
Anybody have any questions for Stacy? Mayor, we have 2 minutes left. Do you have anything you want to discuss before we start the meeting? And then we
No, I think we're going to stand and say a pledge of allegiance.
We'll stand slowly.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alderwoman Quistamar.
Here.
Alderman Holliday.
Here.
Alderwoman Collins.
Here.
Alderman Marticello.
Here,
Alderman Carpenter.
Motion to adopt the agenda?
Motion to adopt the agenda with 5 resolutions, 2 consent resolutions, and 1 introduction.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamar.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
aye.
We have no proclamations, but I did on Saturday attend the 100th birthday party of Mrs. Adeline Ski. Remember Mr. Ski, who owned Amsterdam Wrecking and Salvage Company?
Yeah.
And God bless her, she's 100 years old, and she looks great, she feels good, and it was a real honor for me, and I did issue a proclamation at that time recognizing her 100th birthday. So happy birthday, Adeline Ski.
She's my neighbor.
Communications and presentations, do we have any today?
That's great.
Okay. So now we're into public participation. If you'd like to speak to the council, please approach the podium, name and address, and 5 minutes to speak.
John R. Chadwick Road at 18 Austin Street. Mayor, I was wondering on Forest Avenue and back of Sleeves, that's where the mall was. There's a lot of weeds there. Now, I don't know who the property, or, you know, whether it's Ada or something. I thought we hired an individual to take care of some of the grass, but that looks pretty bad over there. And I'm sure that you would like to have somebody buy that land. And if there's a large weed problem over there, I think that should be taken care of and looked into. That's one. Number 2 is every morning I try to go up to Isabel's Field, as you know, or should know. Baseball is back. They start in September. Now, because of the wildlife that's there, a lot of the garbage pails get knocked over. I don't really know if it's the city's problem to go up there. They do have one of those metal bins where you can put garbage. When my back and leg feel good, a lot of times I'll go over there and pick up the garbage and put it in the metal bin. And they usually have that picked up like once a week, gets picked up. But if my back and leg hurt, then forget about it. Nobody wants to really do anything, but I thought I'd bring that up, too. One of the last things is, I don't know if you talked to the mayor of Hegeman. I brought up about the stop signs. When I was in there, it's a vast improvement, but like I says, I don't know if you talked to her or not, but I see some people who are actually stopping at the stop signs over by Hap Avery's. But I think that's a good thing. And I guess the last thing we'll throw in, I don't know if how successful, hopefully the Italian Fest was Saturday. I got there early and like that. Usually like times it has the same type of booths and stuff, which is fine, but my Italian relatives, when I'm there, they stay away, so they don't have to run into me. But hopefully that was a success there too.
It was. It was.
It was a success.
Very great.
That's
Great weather, great.
I sometimes wish it was like in August, because I like to watch the college football games here like that. But, like that. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Anyone else? Okay, then we will proceed with the clerks. We already had the clerk's report, so we're gonna go to controller's report.
I shared with everyone a colorful budget summary. This includes 2 months of spending. We're certainly seeing price increases kind of across the board, but so far, everything is in line with what we budgeted. Cash flow is good. I think probably the most interesting update I can provide with everyone with is we are in the process of scheduling our foreclosure auction. I think that should be scheduled within the next week or two. We seem to be getting a lot of calls, questions. There's definitely interest in it, so I just kind of wanted to go on record and let everyone know that that is about to be scheduled, and there will be information on our Facebook page. There'll be a link to the auction site. It's going to be an online auction. And, but we're certainly encouraging everybody to visit collarcityauctions.com for more information. Like I said, more information will be, available within the next, couple weeks.
Luis, if you wouldn't mind, would you share what we talked about earlier with the proceeds, just to clarify everything for the rest of the council?
Okay, so because of some legal changes, we can no longer keep any profit, so to speak, from the sales of homes that we foreclose on. If we're only entitled to keep an amount equivalent to the delinquent taxes plus the certain fees, and anything over and above, if we sell property for more than what we're entitled to, we will be sending those funds to the court, and there will be a process that the previous owners can follow to recoup those funds. Okay.
Is there any other way to get the auction information instead of online? How else can they get the information?
They have a flyer.
I do believe there will be literature, right, or pamphlets.
It'll be here in City Hall?
I believe so.
Usually there is, yeah.
And then the Collar City website.
collarcityauctions.com.
They'll have a booklet.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I didn't mean to interrupt you if you want to
No,
finish your
that's fine.
report.
That's all I was gonna say.
Okay, any other questions for the controller?
Just a couple there.
Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, under interfund loan summary, I noticed you have 32,500 for the recreation feasibility study, and it's in twice.
Right.
Why would?
Oh, Dan left. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, we did a loan, the first loan, and then there was a need for some additional funding, so we did a second loan.
Yeah, but that's not even in a recreational center feasibility study. That's not even in the plans anymore. Why are we spending this money?
I'm sorry, Jimmy,
Okay, under interfund transfer summary.
okay.
All right, interfund transfer
I'm looking at
summary.
the
She had-
controller's report.
We have 35,000 on the recreational center feasibility study,
Yes,
2024 for 32,500. And of course, we have a balance for 32,500. Then we come down back in August, we have another recreation feasibility study for another 32,000, which in our total balance is 60.
4,000.
Yeah, that's not even in the plans
Four thousand
anymore.
five hundred.
We're not even in the plans, we're not even thinking about that anymore.
I believe those are the funds that we had to spend to determine it wasn't feasible. But we will be getting reimbursed for that amount.
Okay,
I
because
wish Dan was here, he could explain.
I'm sorry too, because I see where it says reimbursable amount, but that's not on here.
But my understanding is that it's
Reimbursed
still
amount.
fully reimbursable, it's just gonna be a while.
Well, okay. But
I'll check
we're gonna
on
get
those,
reimbursed.
Jimmy, I'll get you an answer tomorrow on that. but
That's
it-
okay, Mayor.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I should have asked Dan, I looked at this, I just wanna know if it's gonna be, a lot of this is reimbursable.
Yes.
A lot of this is not reimbursable, we understand that. But you know, and I know, I think we all know, the recreational center, that's not even gonna be possible anymore, because the cost of everything has gone so far up, you can't even afford it, you know? And it's unfortunate, but we can't. And it's just like the train station, we did get our money back for that, which is good. And the only thing I can ask, if I can ask for myself.
Sure.
Under your controls report, the total city fund balances as they stand right now. You know, I noticed we got here like, as of August 31st, so that's our revenue, and I know what we budgeted, which looks good, especially in the golf budget, because there's now 31% right now in 2 months. $300,000 is pretty good. But I'm just trying to, follow through without knowing what the general fund or any of these fund balances are. I know the contingency is great, Louise. If you could just have a block where it says what our fund balance would be.
I mean, I could provide you the audited fund balances from the previous audit. I mean, it's sort of like a, fluid numbers, but I could certainly
Well, if I
give
were
you
to say to
estimated.
you, if I were to say to you tonight,
Yeah.
how much money do we have in our general fund balance right now? The fund balance right now in our general fund.
I mean, I can give you a
Okay.
close
All right, I'll call you,
estimate, but yeah.
I'll call you tomorrow. All right,
No,
thank
I mean, we could work something
Okay.
out. Sure.
Yeah, because that would kind of give us an idea of where we are in the budget, but thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. No problem.
So now we are on to old business, nothing. So we are on to new business and we'll go into the resolutions that we have.
Resolution 2526-40, resolution adopting minutes from last common council meeting by Alderman Carpenter.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
All right,
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-41, resolution adopting minutes public hearings by Alderman Carpenter.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
all right.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-42, resolution authorizing interfund loans for CHIPS program and public art project by Alderwoman Collins.
Read the resolve.
Now therefore, it is hereby resolved that the City of Amsterdam authorizes the following entry to establish temporary interfund loans. Interfund loan number 1, the general fund is temporarily lending $2,200,000 to the capital fund for the CHIPS program. Interfund loan 2, the general fund is temporarily lending $28,000 to the capital fund for a public art project that is being funded by a grant from the New York Department of State.
So moved. Any questions?
And again, that 28,000 is for the mural that will be, what's it called?
On the bridge support.
On the Pearls.
south side.
Pearls.
Right.
Pearls building. Ultimo, side of that building. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead. Questions?
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
All right,
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-43, resolution honor guard budget transfer by Alderwoman Collins.
Resolve.
Resolve, the controller is authorized to make the following transfer from the restricted general fund balance to the 2025-26 operating budget as follows. Increased revenue, fund balance appropriation, $427.44. Increased expense, clothing allowance, $427.44.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-44, resolution approving audit by Alderwoman Collins.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-45, consent. Resolution authorizing mayor to execute contract with the Greater Amsterdam School District for school resource officer by Alderwoman Collins.
Okay, second whereas.
Whereas the city of Amsterdam wishes to enter into a one-year contract with the Greater Amsterdam School District for a school resource officer during the 2025-2026 school year for an amount of $85,657 per 167 instructional days, one school year.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-46, consent. Resolution 2024-2025 budget transfer Esperanza Verde Playground by Alderman Marticello. Whereas the city recently completed work on the new Esperanza Verde Playground in Amsterdam's East End. Whereas the project was funded in large part by a $650,000 federal grant secured by U.S. Representative Paul Tonko and a $40,000 donation from the Dr. Govind Rao to Centro Civico. The playground is located on vacant lots owned by Centro Civico and the city. Whereas construction costs totaled $736,206.70. Concrete and electrical expenses for the project were under budgeted by $50,293.70.
So moved. Discussion? Call roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Motion to go into executive.
We have an ordinance, Mayor. An introduction.
Ordinance I of 2025 to be known as Ordinance 5 of 2025 if adopted, introduction. An ordinance modifying Chapter 156, the Amsterdam City Code relating to non-resident, residential, or commercial property owner registration by Alderman Carpenter.
So moved. Any questions? I've asked the clerk to read Part 1, Part 2, 156.2, 156.5, 156.6. They're very small, so bear with us.
Part 1, legislative intent. The Common Council has for several months discussed and considered an overhauling of Chapter 156 so as to create a more uniform policy relating to non-resident, residential, or commercial property owner registration, establishing that the registration fee shall be set and adjusted by way of resolution passed by the Common Council, and implementing a more standardized penalty for owners in violation of this chapter. Part 2, be it enacted by the Common Council of the City of Amsterdam that Chapter 156 of the Amsterdam City Code is modified to read as follows. 156-2 definitions. As used in this chapter, the following terms shall have the meanings indicated. Commercial property, any real property located in the City of Amsterdam that is improved by a structure that is not designed to be used for residential purposes. This definition is limited in applicability to this chapter. Registration form, a form designating a registered agent for an owner. Owner, any person or entity who alone or with others has legal or equitable title to real property. Registered agent, any person residing in Montgomery County or an adjoining county designated by the owner as described in this chapter. Residential property, any parcel of real property located in the City of Amsterdam that is improved by a structure or group of structures that are designated or designed to be used for residential purposes. 156-5, duties of registered agent, penalties for offenses against registered agent. The registered agent shall notify the city of Amsterdam within 15 days of any change of address or telephone number. The registered agent shall accept service of all notices and legal process on behalf of the owner arising from the uniform fire and building codes and laws of the city of Amsterdam relating to real property in the city of Amsterdam. The registered agent shall contact the owner within 1 day of receipt of any notice or legal process on the owner's behalf. The owner shall file a new registered agent form within 30 days of the termination of the owner's relationship with any existing registered agent. Failure of the registered agent to comply with these duties is punishable by a fine not to exceed $250 or 15 days in jail. 156.6 Duties of owner, penalties for offenses against owner. Following enactment of the legislation updating Chapter 156 of Amsterdam City Code occurring in September of 2025, the city shall mail notices to all owners required to designate a registered agent, and said owner shall designate a registered agent within 45 days of the date of said notice, with said notice being presumed to have been received by the owner 5 business days from the date indicated on said notice. Separately and additionally, with regard to new ownership, any owner required to designate a registered agent shall designate such agent within 45 days from taking title to a property requiring such designation. The owner shall pay the registration fee upon filing a new registration or a replacement registration. Failure to file the registration form within the time above, or failure to designate a replacement registered agent within 30 days of notice of cancellation of the current registered agent shall cause a code enforcement fee to be charged to the property owner in the amount of $500, and then an additional $100 for every subsequent month that the registration remains unfiled. Failure to pay these fines within 30 days of the invoice shall cause the charge to become a lien against the associated real property and be levied with the city taxes against the real property. Section 3, effectiveness. A public hearing will be held on October 7th, 2025 at 5:45 p.m. And upon ratification by Common Council, the instant local law shall become effective pursuant C-33 of the charter.
Any questions? Call the roll.
No,
Excuse me.
No worries.
I would like to make a motion to enter into executive session.
So this executive session would be pursuant to Public Officers Law, Section 105, Sub 1, Sub D, discussions regarding proposed pending or current litigation. Please.
Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars. Alderman Holliday.
Sorry.
You grew up for me.
Alderwoman Collins. Alderman Marcello.
Voice got deeper.
Good night, everyone.
Good
night, guys.
Thank you.
Good night, Mike.
Good night.
Good night, Chief.
Good night, Chief.
Good night.
What is it?
Congratulations.
Chief.
Hard Street?
Concessionaire stuff.
Oh, good.